a lumberjack. I'm
I'm
a lumberjack.
Here,
That's
let me.
Okay, I work all day.
Here, I can do it. I can do it. I know what you're trying to do.
No, I can do it. Oh, I'm a lumberjack. That's okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
I'm keeping that in, by the way.
No! I didn't know you were closing it!
And yet I'm the Monty Python.
Sometimes I go shopping for butter scones for tea.
And yet I'm the Monty Python fan. You don't like Monty Python, but you love the Lumberjack song.
Yeah, they're gonna see all my games. They're like, shit, you guys have all this? What about that Derwin Turtle SOB? Come on. Yeah, that's what they're seeing. All my games and shit.
Anyway, let's...
Oh, here's one more. Here's one more, and I'm done. Okay. Here it is. We are the knights that say... me.
And yet you can't stand the Holy Grail for some reason.
I don't know. It's some British dry humor. Some parts are small and funny. Some are okay. It's just, I watched it before and to me, it was kind of boring.
I get the feeling you would not be a fan of the Dead Parrot sketch.
I don't know what that is.
I find that pretty funny, but I get the feeling that is not your humor at all.
Previously on Life is Strange Before the Storm. I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was.
There is plenty of blame to go around.
What does that mean?
You forced my hand. This is a consequence of your actions, Chloe.
We both agree that the best thing for everyone at this stage is for me to move in.
In a million years, I never thought you'd choose David over me.
Hey!
Blackwell's done with me. I can't go home anymore. Is this junkyard all I've got left?
Drew runs Oxy for Damon. Go to Drew's room, find the money, and I'll meet you to pick it up.
Whatever you do, don't open the door.
Oh, I want my fucking money!
Juliet is waylaid. That infernal Inferno is the culprit, closing down the roads and robbing us of our Ariel.
No fucking chance.
I swear to thee, we shall fly beyond this isle. The corners of the world are mere prologue. What sayest thou to my most hopeful wish?
Yes.
Let's leave. For real.
If you don't mean this, it's just making me feel like shit that this life you're describing isn't going to happen.
What would it take to convince you?
Why can't you just tell me the fucking truth?
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother.
Well, that's where we left off, everybody.
And suddenly Chloe changed back clothes.
I know, I don't know why. It would have been cool if they just kept the clothes that you chose.
It would, but whatever.
I want to tell you all of it. But are you sure that Chloe should be here for...
Chloe stays.
Of course. In every way that matters, Rose is my wife and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sera, your birth mother. I'm going to tell you everything, Rachel. Everything I've shielded you from for so long. But the truth can be hard to look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
Well, if Persona 4 has taught me anything...
Chloe. You can handle this. not without you.
It's symbolic.
When I was in high school, there was one person everyone adored. Her teachers, her friends. Sera was everyone's favorite. Every boy wanted to date her. I could barely believe it when she picked me. Sometimes, I think that's what kept me blind for so long. She was so alive, so passionate about everything. Early on, though, I realized I wasn't enough for her. While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers, families, Sera wasn't looking for any of that. She was looking for escape. When Sera became pregnant, I thought it would solve everything. And it did. For a little while. Becoming your father was the greatest moment of my life. There was so much love, but I was still blind.
Even when you were a baby, we were obsessed with the color green.
We wrapped you in green.
I know this is supposed to be serious, but damn it. We can't not see that anymore.
I like green. When you were born, we wrapped you in a green blanket. Then we got jade. We got cups made out of fine jade to put in our Chinese cabinet to be PC. We just...
I don't think PC has anything to do with it. I think they just really like the color green.
However much she loved you then, it wasn't enough. For Sera, the need to escape was always there. For over a year, I tried to help her. I made myself believe that she was still a good person. That no matter what happened, she would never do anything to hurt you. I was wrong. Eventually, I saw her for who she really was. A destructive person. Someone who could never be satisfied. Anyone or anything. Even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never going to let her harm you again.
Are you still laughing at the green?
The green! I can't get it out of my mind. I see that baby wrapped in green. It was just funny.
What you saw at the Overlook, Rachel, it was true. We kissed. It was the saddest kiss of my life. It was a kiss goodbye. I told her that I was happy for her. That she felt like she'd gotten her life together. Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother. Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt. All the lives she destroyed. I told her she'd been given the greatest gift in the world. The chance to be your mother. And she squandered it. It pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again. And again. And again. To keep you safe.
So that was the first time you've seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I send her money. Every single month. It's our arrangement.
But now, she wants to see me?
Yes. But Rachel, it cannot be.
You think you have the right to decide that for her?
When I left Sera, when I took Rachel away, I truly believe I saved her life. And I will continue to protect her no matter what.
But maybe she's different now. Maybe people change, right?
Maybe so. But consider that for 15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
Rachel. I think I need to lie down. I can't leave Rachel to deal with this alone.
Alright, so who sent us a text? Oh, it's everyone from the show. Oh wow, that's a lot.
Rachel and Chloe, where are you guys? We're at the Tempest cast party.
There was a cast party!
I already texted Rachel like 8 times. Hey, I don't think we're making it. Chloe, you should come.
Yeah, Chloe, you did awesome, babe.
Oh, Brooke.
Who's Brooke?
She likes Warren in Life is Strange 1.
Okay, so it's a character that we have not yet met in this game.
Yeah, like if you diss Warren when you play as Max, just heads up.
Minor spoilers.
It's just small little thing. Like if you diss Warren, like you don't really care about this and that or
Then
hang out with them.
Brooke gets mad at you?
No, Brooke likes him, and so she takes him away, and he's gonna go to the movies with Brooke.
Okay.
But if you like Warren, then Brooke's a bitch to you. But she's jealous.
Okay.
Thanks, I can't. But you totally saved us. Without you there would have been no show. Seriously, just come.
Bring Rachel.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on. And now we have the final character, Sera. Again.
So what do you think about them telling the story?
What, through like the binoculars or the whole thing?
The whole thing.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's really hard to know what you're going to do until you're actually in that sort of situation, and there's not really a good answer. Like, James has been through so much hurt and pain that Sera put him through.
Yeah,
there's a big reason why he's super overprotective.
Yeah, because she was on heroin.
Yeah, so...
And she overdosed while she was a baby.
So, while I don't necessarily think that it's exactly the best way, especially considering how rebellious Rachel is getting, it's one of these things where there is no good answer. There is no good solution. So he's basically doing the best that he can, considering how bad of a situation this was and how awful Sera treated him. And he doesn't want Rachel to go through that sort of pain that he went through when it comes to dealing with Sera.
Rachel only knew half the truth when she set that fire. What if she'd known everything? Whoa. Sera Gearhart is a known associate of that psycho who attacked Drew?
Do think it's interesting that everything's kind of different.
I hope tonight
examine
hasn't messed
text.
up Rachel's memories of family trips like this. The Tempest show feels so far away now.
So that's all the same.
This is so painful to look at.
And that's still all the same.
This seems like a James and Rose bookshelf. I can't imagine Sera here instead.
Somehow I don't think Sera would be interested in the Divine Comedy.
Wonder what James is thinking right now. This must be hard for you too, Master Amber.
It could be far worse. My biggest fear is that Rachel will try to meet Sera. I've dreaded it.
So that's why you never told her?
You have no idea what pain Sera's caused. Her addiction has led her to do terrible things. I don't want Rachel to go through any of that.
I don't understand. Are you afraid that Sera would do something to Rachel?
I don't think she would deliberately harm anyone. But addicts can cause tremendous harm without meaning to.
Yeah. But Rachel's not a baby anymore.
Listen to me. Sera brought criminals and drug dealers into our home. She put Rachel in serious danger just to chase her habit. Chloe, I believe Rachel trusts you more than anyone else right now.
Is this where you ask me to manipulate Rachel into doing what you want?
This is where I ask you to do as your conscience dictates. But please, put my daughter's safety first.
Maybe try the truth for a change?
What do you mean?
Well, you did lie to your daughter for 15 years.
This is true. And that's why I need your help. I only care about Rachel, Chloe.
I'll do what I can. I care about her too, you know?
I know. Thank you.
I think it's even more so when you consider that he is a district attorney. So the fact that Sera was, like, pursuing all these things and associating with all those criminals.
Rachel would have had a better life with
Sorry,
Sera.
I'm just trying to go through this.
But does that make what James did right?
Well, it kind of did. I mean, she was bringing drug dealers into the house that could hurt her kid. Maybe he was afraid that she might sell her baby for drugs.
I think it was... that might have been a partial thing, but it's also the fact that there were dangerous people that they could have harmed Rachel.
Shit. Rachel completely destroyed that table.
So even if Sera didn't do anything, it would be someone that Sera let in that caused it.
I guess there's worse things than growing up around fancy stuff like this.
So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, there's definitely a lot of things that James could have done better.
It's so weird to look at this now.
But considering the circumstances, he did what he had to, even when it was hard.
I can't even imagine how she must be feeling. Hey, Mrs. Amber.
I think it's Rose at this point, considering everything.
Okay, Rose. Do you need any help with anything?
That's very kind of you. Could you get out the broom for me? It's in the breezeway. Door to the left of the fridge.
Oh boy, I love the broom closet. It's like the one thing I know about that game.
Hey, cool graphic.
It's a fire cone.
Rachel was really getting rid of this?
So because we didn't graffiti the thing... I'm gonna take the shirt.
Mrs. Amber, could I have this?
Oh, sure, Chloe. Rachel was going to give it away anyhow.
Thanks.
So we wouldn't have been able to have gotten that if we graffitied the newspaper clipping, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we got the broom.
Here you go.
Thank you. I'm really quite glad that you're here.
I'm glad too.
You've had to cope with much worse, I know. I'm grateful Rachel has someone as strong as you. How are you doing, Chloe?
How am I doing?
Your generation loves to talk about how awkward different things are. Well, this must be pretty awkward, I'd imagine.
It's fine. Rachel's the one who's really upset.
She has every reason to be. There are many painful things about Rachel's past, including my own role in hiding the truth.
Sera shouldn't have taken money over seeing her daughter.
You know, I am so thankful to her that she did. It gave me the opportunity to be Rachel's mother. I never knew how much I could love someone until I had Rachel.
But hearing the truth after all these years hurt Rachel more than anything.
I'm not happy with James for the whole way this came out.
You're not happy with James? What about what he did at the Overlook?
It might be hard for you to understand, but after 13 years of marriage, I'm not threatened by what happened.
You're right. I don't understand.
You don't have to worry about me or James. Rachel's the one who needs you right now.
Do you think Sera is dangerous?
I've never met her, so I don't know. But I'm inclined to trust my husband. His entire life is about keeping people safe. Rachel's extremely fortunate to have him as her father.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chloe.
So is that everything then?
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's go and see how Rachel's doing. Just in case you forgot that this was made by Square Enix.
Published by Square Enix.
Published by Square Enix. Developed by Deck 9. I'm surprised Deck 9's logo isn't popping up. There it is!
Do you think they'll make a Life is Strange 3?
I imagine.
Or like a new person, or...
Definitely a new person. I don't imagine that they would follow Max or...
Rachel.
What was the main character's name in Life is Strange 2 again?
There's Daniel and Sean.
Yeah.
Sean and Daniel.
I don't think it would follow them either.
I need some way to show Rachel that I'm here for her.
Okay. Alright guys, we're gonna call it quits. I understand it's 25 minutes. It's just that after this, it'll be a really long cutscene.
So
it'll be
slightly shorter episode, but...
It'll... I mean, did we,
Autosave?
Yeah.
I think it autosaved when you went up into the room. I'm not sure if it autosaved just now, but... at the very least, we can still cover everything beforehand. So anyway, next time on Let's Play Life is Strange Before the Storm.
We're gonna try to cheer up Amber.
Rachel.
That too.
So until next time, everyone, take care.
Bye! Meow! Get plenty of sleep or you'll be stretching like me. I am Chaotica, and I say...